Hello there guys, Ashen here for another episode of Minecraft Vanilla, and it has been far too long since I've spoken to you guys in Vanilla, and don't worry, I've been busy. I've already explained in other videos why I've been gone, exams, summer, blah 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 blah, but I'm back now, and I have done a lot of things off camera. Hours and hours of work been put in to make this possible. That's right, we have a chicken coop that is incredibly efficient. A little bit too efficient. Might have thrown one or two chickens in there, but yes. We are all set for eggs now. Actually, I need to turn that volume up slightly. Anyway, that is not all I've done. Don't be ridiculous. I have been far busier than that. The houses, I'm not sure how they're turning out. They're not brilliant. I'm not really that happy with them. I might experiment some more with designs, but it's taken a backseat now anyway because all the villagers are dead. That's right, you might have noticed over here there is no door and no villagers. And I let go of the Iron Golem because he couldn't actually reach over there, so zombies were able to get in if I didn't unleash him. And these guys are stupid. To put it bluntly, there is no other way of putting it, they are stupid. What is the one place that he can go where he can't get out? Over here. So what is the one place that he walks to? I mean, come on, guy, you had one job and you couldn't do it. Yeah, can't even look at me anymore, can you? So I'm probably end up gonna... Actually, we've got... Yeah. This is what you get for failing at your job. I told you this would happen if you didn't protect them. I tell you, you just cannot get the stuff these days. These guys take a long time to die. And I'm glad, actually, I didn't think this through, because in this snapshot, I'm on the latest one, and apparently you will aggro Enderman and Pigman if you do environmental damage to them, so glad that doesn't work for Iron Golems. Jeez, come on, buddy. Just give up. Your charges are dead. You've got nothing to live for anymore. Come on. Come on. Man, if these guys actually fought mobs, they'd be unkillable. It would be great, because they're taking so much damage from this. Seriously, is he, like, invincible or something? Oh, we're just gonna leave him anyway. I can't... I'm amazed that he can take that much damage. Interesting. Anyway, let's go and take a look at what I've actually been up to. First things first, factory. It's had a bit of an overhaul. I need to move that lava pit if I... Oof. I still have this lava pit here from when I did the burning cow intro, and it needs to get out of the way because one of these days, I swear, I'm just going to ender pearl straight into it. Nearly have done. Nearly rode the horse into it as well. Max, sorry. Lava has sped up, which is interesting. It looks a little bit weird now. If it looks like that when it's flowing vertically, I'm not sure I'm keen because it looks a little bit more unrealistic, if you can call Minecraft realistic. Anyway, factory is coming along nicely. We have got a nice little shape going on around the front. I just need to continue it upwards. I kind of want to have a curved roof, but I suck at roofs, so that's taken a while for me to figure out. But this actually is... its main purpose is to hide what I've really been up to all this time. Oh, horses have a new UI, by the way. It ate my saddle. Like, I had a saddle on this. This is another one spare, so I think I'm all out of saddles now, but the week ago snapshot, the snapshot a week ago, I should say, actually deleted my saddle, so I was not impressed about that. But yes, we have this thing. You probably know what it is. It's not that uncommon. But it is an Iron Golem farm, and this thing is the most annoying thing I have ever built in Minecraft, ever. All because of these guys. No, they didn't die. I took them to breed them. Though we are actually going to be killing these today. Well, not killing. Killing is the wrong word. Experimenting with. But anyway, let's take a look at how this works. If you are going to build this, I'm going to link DocM's tutorial in the description, which is the tutorial I used. You're going to have to use a combination of rails and... Oh god, they put sounds in. I'd forgotten. Oh my... Ugh. Ooh, that is actually hideous. What were they doing? No human being makes noises like that. God, it sounds like some kind of cliche You know, the evil brother like you see on Family Guy. Yeah, this will surely infect my inheritance. Yeah. Or 1920s gangsters, that's what they sound like. Yeah, see? Oh my god, I really, really want to see people doing skins now of, like, 1920s villagers. That is hilarious, you guys. Oh, you're even gonna be even more fun to kill now. But anyway, yeah, I messed up a little bit here because I had my villager breeder there and it pulled the centre of the village slightly off centre until I deleted it. So we have a couple of iron golems. Sorry, I can't get over the sounds of their voices. Yeah, it pulled them off centre so they weren't spawning properly, which is why those are in there. Anyway, how it works is we've got these two spawning pads. Oops. These rooms class themselves as a village. We've got villagers in each of these spawning rooms. So iron golems spawn in the middle, they get pushed into the centre here. And then they get dragged down. Down, down, down. They start burning because they're 3 blocks high. So by the time that they get to this chamber, they are at 1.5 blocks. 1.5 blocks? 1.5 hearts health, and then we can just kill them there. I did get some iron for that. Good, good. That was weird. So yeah, it's slightly off center, which is annoying the crap out of me. I miscounted the blocks. I mean, it's fine. It doesn't affect the spawning rates from what I can see, but it annoys me because of my Minecraft OCD. Also, these guys were dropped down while I was building the thing because you put... Well, I put this thing in last, so these guys dropped down and they have protected this villager. So he's like a sort of Robinson Crusoe for us now, but I'm gonna take care of these guys once I get the motivation, because kind of sick of villagers and iron golems at the moment. Actually, there are loads here. Ah, these guys will have glitched out of there when I logged out without clearing the thing. Okay, yeah, iron golems are still very, very glitchy. They will pass through walls, through walls, without any trouble whatsoever. So, yes, but today we are going to be doing a little bit of a more fun project, and it's going to involve... Oh, I'm not going to be able to talk over these guys because it's just so distracting. Oh, I love it and hate it at the same time. But yeah, we're going to do some experiments because... While I was messing around up there and sort of interacting with these guys, it kind of made me think, how does their pathfinding work? I mean, they love going into corners, but in terms of, you know, will they be able to use the lily pads as bridges? Will they avoid things like lava? You know, do iron bars prevent them from walking through spaces, you know, like we can? So we're going to do some tests today. I'm going to go and... find a place to start these tests because we're going to need to build an infinite villager breeder there, so we can't do it anywhere within 70 blocks of here. So I'm going to find a suitable place and I will be back with you guys once I have found somewhere to build this thing. Okay, so this spot looks good enough. It should be 70 blocks away, I think. It needs to be 70 blocks away because otherwise the two villages merge. I think the exact number is 65, but 70 is a safe one. I'm terrible at judging distances in Minecraft. That's got to be 70 blocks, right? We're going to have a infinite villager spawner somewhere around here. But anyway, we will worry about that a little bit later. It's not going to be... It doesn't have to be a permanent project. If it is a problem, we can just tear it down after we tested it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to level this land out. I'm going to fill it with grass to make it nice and flat, and then I'm going to put a template down for the shape of the build, and then we can get to work on designing our first test together. Okay, so the template is complete. I've not finished terraforming, but I'm not going to because it's just going to take up too much time and I need to get this episode wrapped up soon. So we have 8 different testing areas, and basically the design of this is going to be, we're going to have a villager breeder in the middle, and our zombie spawner is over there, pretty much. And that's going to feed into the center here. And basically what we're going to do is use the zombies to force the villagers outwards. So they'll be heading towards these ends. And basically we're going to put a load of obstacles in their way and see how they react to them. So I'm just going to give you an example of what we might, well, I say what we're going to do for one trap. And trap? It's not a trap, it's not designed to kill them, it's a test. Test, yes. And I'll just give you an example of the sort of things that we are going to be doing. Now, I'm going to incorporate a couple of different things into this. I'm going to use, like, pistons wired up to clocks, and we're going to have doors wired up to clocks, so they've got, like, changing paths, and see how they react to that. We're going to use lava bridges, and things like see if they use lily pads as bridges, and if they will jump off cliffs to escape zombies. So basically, we're going to see, you know, just exactly how these villagers will react in certain situations. Because, quite frankly, I have no clue half the time how they're going to react and what they're going to do. I mean, I've been quite lucky. I don't think I've had any villagers killed by zombies, at least none that mattered. Like, the 3 in the carts have been pretty safe, and I've been sleeping through the nights to make sure that none of them get eaten alive, because that wouldn't be great after all the work. Like, curing villagers isn't bad or, you know, difficult per se, it's just that it takes forever. Actually, I've just noticed the slabs go really nicely with this kind of grass colour. I will bear that in mind for a future build, I think. Sorry, because this is extreme hills, and everything is a different colour here. So, yes, this is the first test, and basically I want to see, A, if their pathfinding will sort of hem them into this sort of corner. Because bear in mind, they're going to be coming from here, they're going to be coming out these 2 doors, so we'll see if they go over this way. And secondly, if they can actually move between, if their pathfinding will make them move between blocks, because I know that we can do it, obviously, but I'm wondering if they're going to read that as solid block there, solid block there, solid block there, and solid block there, and therefore know where to go. So yeah, that's just a small example of what we're going to be doing. I wanted one that was quick to show and easy to make. The rest of them are going to take a little bit more time. I need to go and grab a lot of lava, so maybe a trip to the nether, but I will rejoin you guys once I have set up this testing area. A little bit longer to make, I said, and that was probably the biggest understatement I've had this series. It's mainly done now. It took a lot longer than I thought because the redstone, getting it to work diagonally was a huge pain, and I've had to totally redesign how I'm getting the zombies in and out and all that sort of thing. But I'll just show you how this works, what the tests that I've set up are. We'll start with the most simple ones, and that's probably over here, which is just, can they walk in diagonals? Will they run away from zombies even if zombies can't reach them? The one that we made before, seeing if they can walk through gaps, seeing if they'll pathfind, like, to avoid lava. We're going to put lily pads in there to see if they can use that as a bridge, and this is where it starts to get a bit more interesting now. I've set up this thing, and I'll show you how the gates work now as well. Basically, you hit a switch, and that drops first, and that drops a little bit later, and basically the villager is going to be stood here, the zombie is going to be stood here, hopefully, if I can get this to work, and then it gives the villager a tiny head start to get out there and try and get through the obstacles in time. This one is to see how they react to sort of pistons pushing, whether it'll interrupt their pathfinding, whether they'll just get knocked off. Who knows what is going to happen with these. And that's all controlled by this switch here as well. And this one is to see how they adapt to changing paths. It's also really, really noisy and annoying. So yeah, some of those doors open, some of them don't. We'll see how they deal with that. And this one is just to see whether they are willing to take a bit of fall damage in order to escape from zombies. So the reason that I was having so much trouble with this thing is if we drop down... this is going to be tricky. We should be able to get through here, yeah. Basically, I wanted to have like a memory latch here, so when a zombie walked onto this area before the first gate, it would trigger a latch and the pistons would close permanently behind it until I reset it by hand. But because of this going diagonally and even getting it to do a really simple thing like lower a couple of milliseconds after, it takes that much space, so there just wasn't enough room, so I had to spend a while figuring out, you know, how I was going to do that. And also things like this randomizer took me far longer than I thought it was going to. And then, on top of that, I forgot how to make simple clocks, so that wasn't great. But now we are almost ready to get started. I brought the villagers back from over there, the 3 that we had spare, and I'm using those to breed at the moment. Oh, it's still creepy. I wonder if the kids make the noise as well. Make them twice as terrifying. Anyway, yeah, sorry, as I said before, it's so easy to get distracted by these guys. So yeah, I'm just letting these breed. We need 8 of them, and then I'm just going to drop them in by minecarts, because I didn't want to put the villager breeder over there, mainly because it actually looks pretty cool from up here, I think. At least in my opinion, so I didn't want to make it any bulkier than it already is. I think it looks pretty nice, so I'm going to leave that like that. There is the one last thing that I need to set up, which I'm going to do off camera, and I will rejoin you guys once I've done it, but that is to make the zombie spawner over there. What we're going to do eventually... Do I have any more buckets of water? Stick that there. Because I've checked something already with this design, and it's actually really lucky, the shape that I've chosen, because it means that we can use water pretty much perfectly to get the zombies out of the system. However, I'm not sure how well it's going to work in practice, because... Oh, I need to shut that up as well. Quiet. If we have signs pretty much where those stone slabs are, and on top of those signs we have water, and just have a water elevator underneath running from where the spawner gets dropped off at. Did I put that in the right place? Yes. It's really hard to tell where you've placed water and where you haven't. If we have water on each of those 4 spaces... See, I'm missing one. Am I missing one there? No, that looks good. What I'm hoping is, because each of these directions basically pushes you into one of the 8 slots, that I'll be able to just fill up a zombie like that. And then maybe actually once I've got one zombie in, I'll drop some gravel there by hand. Just to stop any more water from flowing in, to close off that channel, and means that the others get filled up more quickly. But yes, it's unsure. I'm unsure whether that'll work or not. Have I managed to create an infinite water source here? Well, looks like it. So yeah, I'm going to go and do that. I also need to make a device... What have I done here? I also need to go and make a device to equip the zombies with hats, because the spawner is actually a fair distance away from us. It's about 100 blocks in that direction, so zombies might despawn if we don't give them hats. So I'm going to make a little device for that, and then I'll show you guys how that works once I've done that. How have I managed to make such a mess here? Okay, good. That was trickier than I thought it would be. Anyway, I'm going to go and jump and make that device. I'm going to go and hopefully get the zombies in place as well. So I will rejoin you guys in just a second. Okay, so I've had a few issues, to put it lightly. Basically, there is a leak somewhere. This place is not safe in the slightest, so I'm sort of having to skip the whole... Where's my bread? Sort of having to skip the whole fit the dispenser thing, because this place is just crazy dangerous. I had a creeper explode before it took out a big chunk of this. I can't remember what those things do, so I'm going to have to look back and rebuild that. So at the moment it's just a case of, here, take your stinking hat and get to the spawning area. I've realised I haven't fitted the water elevator in yet, but ooh, chainmail. I'll kill that guy after. We're going to worry about that later, so at the moment it's just throwing hats at zombies, so I will be right back with you guys in a couple of seconds. So this just happened. I left this here, and oh my god, why? Why? Today it was going to be a fun episode. We were going to put you guys through your paces. We were going to learn stuff, and it's just ended in absolute disaster. And to make it even worse, actually, I'm kind of at a loss with what to do here, because we still have one villager. I could potentially cure these guys. Okay, got all of... I want that stuff. We could cure these guys. There's only one zombie in there, but I'm just not going to have time before next episode. This is my own fault, by the way. This is my own stupidity and carelessness, which has ended up with those dead. Oh, they're all going after that one villager, aren't they? Yeah, what I'm going to have to do between now and next episode is to cure these guys. I'll get everything ready to do the tests next episode, on top of doing what I already had planned for then. So this episode, it's been more of an update. More of a, we've got all this stuff, next episode we're going to use it. I have plans, don't worry, but there's just been far too many setbacks. I mean, this is just ridiculous. No way would I have predicted all 3 of these bad things happening again. It's just like in Feed the Beast. So, yeah, sorry guys. Once again, it's been a bit of a disappointing end. But these things happen. I need to learn my lesson really and start giving myself more time to get these episodes recorded so I can have comebacks from these. But, alas, that's not something I can do magically right now, so... Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, okay, I'm just gonna leave here because otherwise I'm just gonna keep embarrassing myself. Seriously, actually, now that I think about it, have they reintroduced the... Oh, crap. Have they reintroduced the social zombie thing? Because there are so many of them there. It's unbelievable, and like the area's fairly lit up. Actually, I suppose that area isn't. Anyway, I'm gonna leave now, guys. I'm gonna work on getting this stuff back because this is major setbacks. Major setbacks. So, until next episode, guys. I'm so sorry about this, but take care, and I will see you next episode.